Morning guys, hope you're all good. Today I was going to come out and I was going to do a POV, but I actually decided I didn't want to do a POV this morning, so I'm going to do a vlog instead. Basically, someone said in a comment the other day about doing a 200mm panning shot, and the most, like the longest focal length I'd ever done was 105mm, which is out in Istanbul when I did this panning shot of Lewis Hamilton. I did other panning shots, but this was like my favourite. And it got me thinking, how would I do that in a city, like 200mm? Like that's quite insane. So I'm gonna go and try and find a location to see. So I did just take some panning shots. They were at 25th of a second, ISO 50, f7, I think. No, f8, f9, f something. And that was just here, literally on the bridge, which looked pretty cool. Now, that was at 14 and 24mm, you've seen them on the screen. But that 200mm, that infamous 200mm, is going to be very difficult. Because when you pan like this, you not only have to contend with the panning motion from side to side, but you have to contend with that up and down motion. And when you're holding a heavy lens at 200mm, it's more prominent, the up and down motion. So it's very difficult to be able to get that. So the place that came to mind when I was thinking about doing this 200mm panning shot was, just trying to get the settings, was Trafalgar Square, because Trafalgar Square you can go like really far away from like the road, but still get a really nice like long shot all the way down to like Big Ben, and you also have like the roundabout there where you can get the panning shot nicely as a bus or taxi goes around the roundabout. So I think that would be the first place I'm going to go to see if it's possible. I mean, I'm just trying to think of settings really. If you look down kind of that way, you can see kind of like Trafalgar Square itself, but you can even see this red bus right here. So as it kind of like goes from this side across the frame, I reckon I can get it like 200mm, and then in the background you have like Big Ben. But because of the panning shot, it's probably going to be blurred out, but it would be quite cool. So this is going to be the location I'm going to try to first of all get the shot. The settings, I'm probably, because it's quite dark, I'll probably go like 25th. I'll go easy, like 25th of a second, f7 probably, and then ISO 100. I'm going to try and take the shot now, and hopefully it works out. It is a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be, because there's a lot of like stagnant traffic. So like there's traffic lights in the roundabout in the middle of Trafalgar Square. There's like a van that's kind of just stopped, which is, I don't know, kind of ruining the frame. Okay, I think I've got a bus then. I think I've got a bus. Did I get a bus? Did I get a bus? Did I get in the background as well? Okay, so I've got a bus shot, and I also got Big Ben in the background, which looks pretty good. Normally there is like 1,000 million mopeds, and I was waiting for a moped for ages, and there wasn't one. So I don't really know why, but it's probably because it's freezing. Now the solution that I found was putting my hand kind of down on the surface and panning with it, as I think you saw on the phone anyway. But I was panning with it with like the camera resting on top of my hand, because this is nice and slippy. It was kind of like giving me that extra leeway to like pan a little bit to kind of stop some of that up and down motion. Now for me personally, like a preference for panning shots is always like a wide angle. So if you're starting out, I would probably use like a wide angle like 14 or 24 on a full frame, or like I don't know, 10 or 18 on like a crop sensor, and that's so you have like a wider area kind of like to pan with. If it's very punched in, it's going to be more difficult, and you do get that up and down issue. I'm going to go and take some more panning shots, maybe like just around the area of like 85mm on the way back to the car, and then when we get home we'll look at all the photos that I took. So for me, when I saw the 200mm comment, the guy, I can't actually find the comment. So if you are the person that wrote that comment, then comment below this one. And I'll pin your comment as well. Maybe put your Instagram handle if it was you. But I was so intrigued by this concept of shooting a 200mm panning shot in the city, and I generally didn't think it was possible. I mean, I knew it was possible, but I didn't think it was going to be like any good. And I'm happy with the results. The results are on the screen. And I was able to get some other shots as well with the 14-24 Sigma. The lens I was using was the 7200 f2.8 from Sony themselves. But a nice takeaway from that is if you have a Tamron, which is like, I think it's 75-180 or 70-180, the Tamron is a lot lighter, so easier to maneuver around. Lesson for you is if you are holding your camera like this, if you're holding it out like this and you're going like that, it's going to be more shaky. There's going to be more up and down movement. Whereas if you bring it nice and close to you and go like this, now truth be told, how I got the bust shot was actually pulling it up to my eye and using my face as kind of like another point of contact. So you have point 1, point 2, and then point 3, and it just makes it a lot easier to pan. Now there's another way of doing it, is you can kind of rest it on this shoulder. I did not, and I do not claim this is my idea. I actually saw M.Visual do this for the first time when I saw him do it on the Visual Life's page. I'll link them both below. He grabbed this arm like that, put this on here, and then focused, and did it like this. And I thought that was a very cool way of doing it. So the idea is you want to try and make the camera as stable as possible to stop the up and down movement. The side to side, you can kind of judge it correctly, but it's more about the up and down. Let's jump into the hashtag and see what you guys have been shooting over the last couple of days. Okay, we're going to focus on panning shots in the hashtag. So if you have uploaded a panning shot in the last day or two, then maybe you're going to get featured. We'll throw a screen record on, and we're going to go to the most recent and do a little bit of a screen refresh. This one here is a panning shot from Optical Joe. Nice little set there, dude. And we'll go with this one here. This one's from Sam Troth Photography. Really like that. Love the colours. And we'll go with panning shots. Where are you? This is a kind of a panning shot, I'd say, as you're like going with the same. Yeah, it's a panning shot. I mean, it's at a push, but I would say it's a panning shot. We'll go with this one here of a go-kart, a nice panning shot of a go-kart there, the first one. And we'll go with this panning shot here of a bottle. That is clean. Love that. Really like that. Is that a panning shot? I think it is. Nice little set there. You're obviously like looking down from above as well. Really like that. Another panning shot there. Okay, and we're going to do a couple from the home page as well, from the top page. That's really cool. Love that. It's even raining as well. That's a really cool vibe. Look, kind of like shooting through all the stickers. And then we'll go with this tram shot. Wow, that's really clean. Like super clean. Love this vibe as well. And then we'll do one more. This, bam. I love the color, like the combination of the two colors of the yellows. Really do love that. I'm not going to lie, it looks like it's just about to snow. I'm going to edit this super quickly and then I'm going out to shoot, because if it snows, I want to get it. So with all that being said, create more, stress less, I'm going out to shoot. See you tomorrow.